Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Colts and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
It wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Jameis now on first down. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, Winston. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. To throw, Winston. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So here are the Raiders now with great starting field position. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Oh, no, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Smith catches left side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Running the toss here to Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-0 Vegas. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A nice run here, Earl. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
3 yards remain for second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Out quickly to Judy. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They run it with Jacobs, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Running from the shotgun with Drake.
We give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now, as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powering them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Burt sets up to throw it. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point by Carlson, up and go. And that'll make the score 14-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. down. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Indy set to go on offense once more. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing is Hurts. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Hurts. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jerry Judy, 39 yards. defense. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Carlson down to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A drive there in just 4 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and forced the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Winston. And he's got Jack Doyle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Winston. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out, and he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flush to his right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll look to throw. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 38 yards. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. A long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. The second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone.
And Winston lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Winston. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's Winston. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
And it's safe to say he has been getting his money's worth in this one.
I would agree with that totally. Being able to go back and launch it and air it out. And let's face it, it's not just him stepping back and flinging it, though. You've got to have someone who can go get it. And that's important for any offense. Someone who can stretch the field, or as they like to say, take the top off of a zone defense, open things up, because then you can come back and throw underneath and gain some pretty good chunks of yardage as well.
He's ripped the top off of whatever defense they've been playing.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. The first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens matching up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's been no contest in terms of the rushing yards. You see a much, much brighter picture there. Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these 2 teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round.
Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And they have made this look easy. And there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
And now some concern here as that is Jacobs, who is still down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Second and 6, just inside the 30. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. Looking to throw. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Buying time to his left.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
On first down, Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Open space inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Hurts, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. These defenses have become
of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your quarterback? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Good Sure, hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On first down, Drake. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kenyon Drake, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the silver and black continue to roll. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Extra point by Carson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A first down throw for Winston. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Winston's throw taken in by Pascal.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Winston. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Jameis now on first down. Pass incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll throw again. Winston. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From the red zone now, Winston. He's got Jack Doyle. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 56 yards on the ground for him so far.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Jameis to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Winston now. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Dante Hightower in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
They'll try and run. Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Watch your 4th down be any different. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, the nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Raiders on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cox. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Indy set to go on offense once more. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Throwing, Winston.
Out of his hands quickly to Pittman.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. From the 25 on 2nd down, Winston gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead. Quarter, maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Colts on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Winston. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Jameis again.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cox And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On third down, it's Cox. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.